Hey everyone, Techni here with a mouse review, and the mouse we have today is the SP30 from Bloody Gaming. The company name just throws me off, right? Bloody. It's like, wow, I don't know, it just sounds gory to me. But anyways, let's pop this thing open and see if this bloody mouse is any good. All right, hold up. Before we go any further, let's just appreciate this packaging right here, right? So anyways, you got your packaging, your specs and all that right here. We're going to go ahead and slide off the slip cover and check that out. I mean, that's pretty cool right there. And what you have is this really solid just packaging right here, which is really cool. You got the little logo right there. It's magnetized on the side, but it's really cool. So you pop this guy open right here. And again, it's very heavy cardboard right there. You have this little deal covering the top of it, and your mouse is sitting within all of this foam right there with the cable up there. I mean, super stinking cool, really solid package. But hey, we're not here to buy packaging, right? Let's go on and check out this mouse. All right, so as far as a few dimensions on the SP30 mouse here, it is 66 millimeters wide, 42 millimeters tall, and 125 millimeters long. So yes, it's a little bit of a bigger mouse here. It's actually coming in at 106 grams right here, so it's a little bit girthy. Straight off the bat, if there's anything I can compare this mouse to, it's got to be the Death Adder. As you saw with the close-ups and everything as far as the build, definitely Death Adder-esque right there. The only difference is it doesn't curve as much on the outside as the Death Adder did. But if you've ever used a Death Adder, that's pretty much exactly how this feels in the hand. But as far as the build, it is a little bit bigger. Again, that Death Adder shape right there. A little bit heavier at 106, but not incredibly heavy. But it feels really nice and it feels solid while you're using it right there. Talking about it being solid right there, which I'm sure some of you saw in the close-ups and you saw a little while ago, which you're probably questioning, is those red feet right there, right? Let me see if I can bring you in and get you a little bit closer shot. So you can't even really decipher it, but the feet on this guy are metal. So you have metal feet right there, which is really cool because they're not going to wear out over time and scratch up as easy as our basic plastic feet or whatnot, you know? And let me tell you what, if you can catch it in the camera here, this guy glides fantastic. With it coming in at 106 grams right there and everything, with it a little bit bigger of a mouse, it thing slides beautifully across the mouse pad here. I mean, it just keeps on going. And when you're gaming, it just feels so good because, again, it is just butter smooth. I really love these metal feet on the bottom right there. Does it add some weight? Yeah, I'm sure. But again, you're kind of getting that durability and honestly, the feel when you're using it, it feels very, very nice. All right, so let's go on and talk about what's inside the mouse. And this is where things start getting really interesting because this mouse is just optical out. And we're gonna start off with the sensor right here. He's using a Pixar PMW 3360 sensor, and it was spot on when I was gaming. No lag or anything like that. Testing out with some Battlefield and some Call of Duty. And again, it was just spot on across the board. Let's get up into the buttons up here. And what they use is their LK optical switches, their lightning strike micro switches up here. So it's just kind of like, what's the most recent mouse we did? It was that Razer Viper, which had the optical switches in it, right? This guy has optical switches in it there. It's the Bloody LK lightning strike switches. So same concept right there. What it does is press down, go right through that light beam and actuate your press right there rather than a bunch of parts pressing and scraping against each other, right? So number one, you're going to get longevity out of it. It's going to last a little bit longer, you know what I mean? And it's going to actuate a lot quicker. Me personally, when I was playing my shooters, whatnot, I didn't really notice much of a difference. I mean, you know, I'm not this highly competitive gamer by any means. I'm out here to have a good time, you know. But it didn't make me any better or any worse, you know what I mean? I didn't notice it registering any quicker. But, I mean, it was spot on and it registered for me. And then we also go into the scroll wheel right here. The scroll wheel is completely optical as well. And it feels fantastic. Actually, if you can see it right here, let me show it to you if we can get some focus. See how nice and low it is right there? So anyways, when you're in your game, you just pretty much got to roll up from the finger grooves. You might be able to see it better like this. Let's get some focus here. There we go. Can we see? So you got the finger grooves right there, and as you roll up, bam, you're right on top of that scroll wheel, which I really like. I don't like have to lift my finger up really high to get onto the scroll wheel right there. Bam, it's just right there, and it's just spot on. But again, as far as everything being optical on this mouse, I just think it's some really, really cool tech. But anyways, talking about all those switches right there, let's go on and get a quick sound test. We'll start off with the buttons up front here. Alright, so as far as the button presses in that sound test right there, what did you guys think about it? I'm pretty sure you can pick it up in the camera as well. The presses are a little bit heavy. It's nothing bad where you got to really like kind of force them down, but they're just a little bit more heavy, a little bit more stiff and solid compared to some other mice, you know what I mean? Same with these side buttons right there. Again, there's no real travel in them by any means, but it just has a slightly heavier press. But one other thing I want to show you while we're kind of talking about the buttons and the grooves and all that stuff, I just want to show you these side grooves right here. As you see right there, they kind of have those little indentions where it goes in, and that is on both sides right here. And that's probably the one thing I do not like on this mouse. Number one, like throughout the whole mouse, the top and the back right here, you got that soft touch rubber coating feeling, which is fantastic. I mean, it doesn't slide around you. Sure, it catches a couple fingerprints here and there, but it feels really nice in the hand. But then when you get over to the side here, it's just a basic plastic. It's just a basic coating of plastic, which that, number one, I don't really like that. It just feels a little bit cheaper, but I really do not like those side grips, if that's what we want to call them right there, but just the indentions. Because honestly, whenever I'm gaming, and I don't know if this is how they meant to make it, but whenever I'm gaming and I get my grip on, my fingers, as we can see right here, see my finger, one finger is stuck in here and one finger is stuck in that groove back there, if we can see on the camera, and it just gets stuck in there. Same on the other side. Whenever I'm gaming around and whatnot, it just starts getting really annoying because, again, they're stuck in those grooves right there. And if I'm on the tip of my pinky, it's just pressing against that edge of that groove right there. So all in all, as far as the bloody SP30 gaming mouse right here, I think it's pretty cool. There's so much tech packed into this thing. The only thing I got to say I don't like about it are those side grips right there. Those side grips really, really bug me. And I hope in future updates or the future remodels and whatnot, like I stated, I hope they change that out and make it smooth just like this whole deal right there, because it'll be really, really almost a perfect mouse right there as far as comfort and everything like that. And I think the metal feet, again, there's just so many cool different things on us. The whole deal being optical, right? The metal feet right here. I think it's really cool, and you have a lot packed into this guy right here. So let me know down in the comments what you think about the bloody SP30 here. What you think about that name? Again, it just throws me off every time I say I'm like, oh, the bloody mouse. Like I'm just, you know, trash talking it or something. But hey, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for some future tech videos. And I hope I catch you in the next one. Bye now.